Has somebody checked your privilege today? Checked your cognitive privilege? Because intelligence is now something that you cannot hone. It is 100% nature and 0% nurture. And you heard me right. Your intelligence is given to you at birth, arbitrarily. So how dare you be prideful of anything you ever succeed, you overly intellectually privileged asshole? Well, go ahead and read just this part right here, because this paragraph, it's beyond words. I cannot believe that somebody published this, or let alone wrote it. I can't help but imagine if an editor actually even read it. There are many kinds of privilege besides white privilege. Cognitive privilege, for example. We now know that intelligence is not something we have a significant control over, but is something we are born with. We are living in a society in which success is increasingly linked to one's intelligence. This is not to say that intelligence is the only factor that is important. All that is implied is that below a certain threshold of intelligence, there are fewer and fewer opportunities. These opportunities are being shifted upward to jobs that require heavier cognitive lifting, or else are being replaced by robots. Thus, the accident of having been born smart enough to be able to be successful is a great benefit that you did absolutely nothing to earn. Consequently, you have nothing to be proud of for being smart. Once we have admitted the reality of privilege itself and identified some species of privilege, we are better able to talk about the temperature-rising topic of racial privilege. Okay, so heavier cognitive lifting. That is some primo critical theory right there. Heavier cognitive lifting. Yeah, let's create an oppressor versus oppressed paradigm with people who are intelligent and people who are unintelligent. It's a bit obscure. You have to give them credit for creativity. Just this reminds me of a short story. I believe it was a short story, and I know they made it into a film called Harrison Bergeron. And they talk about people who say somebody is better at dancing than somebody else. Well, they'll put some sort of weight inhibitor on the person's body so they can't dance as well as they normally would. And this is a way of keeping everyone equal, keeping people from feeling like they aren't good enough. You know, fifis, the whole 9 yards. I would encourage you, if you're interested, to check it out. It's a nice little movie. Pretty interesting. It has the guy from Rudy. But heavier cognitive lifting, this is where we are, folks. This is where we are. Cognitive privilege. And that intelligence is given to you by genetics. First of all, I don't agree with that at all. I feel like since I've been doing these videos, I've become much more knowledgeable, and I'm not saying I'm intelligent, but I'm more intelligent than when I started. I can tell. I know much more stuff. I might have a broader vocabulary. I'm a bit more eloquent, and dare I say, a tad more charismatic than when I started. But what I'm getting at is everything in life you can mold and hone and get better at. You can sharpen your wit. You can read books to tell people that there's no way they can get smart. You should just go out and sell drugs. Go out there and listen to a bunch of music, get drunk every day. Don't bother about trying to improve your mind. It's mind-numbingly retarded. I don't even really know how to comment on this, but I would like to know what you guys think, because that was really why I covered this. I thought you guys would really get a kick out of this, because this might win the award of the dumbest thing I have heard in 2017, and it's competing against Bill Nye. It's competing against sex junk. And I still think that cognitive privilege might be a bit dumber. It is less cringy, but it might be dumber. So I'll leave you all with that, and I'll be back a little bit later with that article I showed you earlier today. Unless I completely forget about it and record something a little bit more important. But we'll see. And yeah, I'll see you all later.